Once again, folks, hello, welcome, and thank you for joining us in this telecast live from Guatemala City, Guatemala, specifically in zone number 6 of the capital. We're coming you from Estadio Cementos, Progreso. I am Jose Duran. Thank you so much for joining us in this semifinal number 2 between Guatemala and Mexico. Live through 11 Sports. It should be a dandy, and it's going to be hard to top the emotions and excitement that we just saw in the previous semifinal match between Chile and Brazil that saw Chile go ahead and come back on Brazil, taking them over to penalties and a last-minute goal in regulation, sending both teams into the final match tonight, into the final, sending Chile as one of the finalists so far tonight as we see both teams get together in center court in appreciation for the fair play. Once again, folks, thank you for joining us in this telecast of 11 Sports. I'm Jose Duran, semifinal number 2. Crowd in hand, sellout crowd from Estadio Cementos, Progresos. Here, Mexico, after defeating the United States 7-2 in the quarterfinals, make their way here in the semifinal tonight. Guatemala defeating La Vinotinto of Venezuela last night, 5-1. And both teams are going to go ahead and look to jump up ahead of one another. Only head coach of Mexico, Luis Jaime Borrego, head coach of Guatemala, Aldo Rene Caballeros Valladares. The field is wet, folks. It has been raining throughout the day here in Guatemala City, in and out. Thunderstorms, lightning you see throughout the day. But at the start of this match, clear skies and no signs of rain so far, but as I've known throughout my stay here this week of Guatemala, this weather could change in a heartbeat. Before the game started, it was definitely, before the semifinal match between Chile and Peru, I would say around midday, sunny skies, beautiful weather, and then just the cloudy storm made its way through the city, and it's been raining all day, but thankfully for soccer fanatics across the world and across the United States, this one should be a dry match between Guatemala and Mexico. Starting lineups for Guatemala: on goal, Byron Francisco Rosco Dominguez, as well as Wanderly Ruiz Jurado at number 10. His brother Patrick Ruiz Jurado as well. On top, number 20, William Alexander Vanegas Arriaga. For Guatemala, trying to go ahead and stamp their way into the final. They have been one of the most impressive sides so far here at this 2018 PanAmerican Memorial Mini Football Federation Cup. And if there was to be a surprise, I would say Chile as well. They would go ahead and stun Brazil, but it was more of a Brazil last minute taking off their foot off the gas pedal, allowing Chile to get a literally last second goal during stoppage time to take this one into, or that one I should say, into overtime and into penalty kicks. And we saw the Chile side get on top of Brazil, 3-2. For Mexico, starting lineup, number 63, Iram Ruiz Mendez. Number 8, Cesar Alejandro Seda Herrera. You saw number 4 take a shot here, Cristian Jimenez. Number 20, Edgar Gonzalez Diaz, and goalkeeper number 12, Alfonso Giovanni Rodriguez Granados. As real quick, the keeper, the Guatemalan team, going to try to touch the ball, looking on top for William Arriaga. William, he's going to go ahead and try to turn around. He's going to try to suck it from there. The ball's going to be lost out of bounds for a throw-in. And if there was a player, you will have to go ahead and take a look from the Guatemala side. It is number 20, William Alexander Vanegas Arriaga. He is definitely the big man on top that causes headaches to all defenders throughout this tournament, specifically to the Americans, who was able to go ahead and score a couple of golazos on them in the first match, but also plays the key plays in the last semifinal against Venezuela. Didn't get on the score sheet, but he also got an assist, and just the way he goes ahead and breaks defenders' hips and leaves them on the ground, it's definitely a beautiful sight to see here in mini football. However, here comes Mexico trying to go ahead and get on the attack, as it's Marlon Brandon Escoto Moreno. He goes even further back to Cesar Alejandro Herrera. Has a partner on the far side, trying to look for a long ball, and it's going to be put to his feet and lost for a throw-in, taken care of by the Mexican side. Mexico attacking from left to right, Guatemala from right to left on your screen. Guatemala wearing the all white with the baby blue stripe across the chest. Mexico wearing all black here, as it should be a dandy, folks, between these two teams. Guatemala definitely trying to make a name for themselves here in World Mini Football. They are already a class act, I should say, in futsal, and now trying to do the same here in mini football. Here comes one Mexico trying to go ahead and check on the opposite side, trying to go through the legs, dummy him. However, Wanderly Ruiz Jurado says, not today. Throw in for Mexico. Going to be taken care of by number 17, Maidon Brandon Moreno. Long ball here, up. It's lost. The rebound. Ooh. Very well, very lucky enough for the Guatemala side. Nothing of it. However, here comes Mexico. Could be the first one for the year. Ooh. Not the best of plus by Moreno, as it's going to go ahead and get lost against the goal line. Goal kick for Guatemala. But you know what? So far, folks, Guatemala looking shaky out top, and it almost as if some nerves are hitting them as the goalkeeper not able to go ahead and control that. However, it's a needed mistake for the Mexican side. Here's William, the shot! There goes just wide of the goalkeeper, William Alexander Vanegas Arriaga, with the first shot on target. Well, goes wide, but the first shot letting the Mexican goalkeeper know, hey, you better be on your toes today, my friend. Here come the Aztecas. Going ahead and try to go ahead and get things going real quickly. The ball's going to find the way back to Granados, goalkeeper. Looking up top, trying to turn. The referee says foul, as Edgar Gonzalez Diaz was being tripped up in the back, and it's going to be a free kick for the Mexican side. Let's see, 2 players on the wall. One of them is William Wanderly as well, but now he's backing up, trying to go ahead and get that player that's pulling his mark up to the right side. The shot's going to be towards goal! Golazo! Goal! Mexico! Goal scored by number 20, Edgar Gonzalez Diaz. Rifles it, nothing. The goalkeeper, Byron Francisco Orozco Codu. And just like that, it is Mexico 1, Guatemala 0. But however, here's Wanderly Patelis without to play the ball back real quickly, and a shot goes over the crossbar as Brian Argueta was able to go ahead and get a shot, got way too under it, over the crossbar for a goal kick. Here's Granados, going to go ahead and try to play quickly. He had Captain Raimundo Espinosa to the right of him. He doesn't choose to get back to him, and here comes Guatemala. Let's see what they go ahead and want to play, and he goes able to lose it. Here comes Mexico, battling on the side, still battling. He's going to get lost up for a Guatemala goal kick. But just like that, folks, Mexico able to go ahead and get on the scoreboard with very much ease as they take a shot once again, and it goes wide over a crossbar. So far, about 5 minutes gone here in the first half. Mexico on top 1-0 as a foul's being called. William Arriaga was being held there, the big 20 for Guatemala. He's the one the Mexican defense will definitely want to go ahead and lock down defensively no matter what, as he was able to get in the back of the net against the United States, against Colombia, and definitely played a key role as to why Mexico is in the semifinal against Venezuela. On the ball is Lester Giovanni Gonzalez Castro. See if he's going to strike it from there. There's 2 players on the wall. A couple of Guatemala players in the box. Almost the shot's going to be from there. It's going to be deflected. Corner kick, the first of the night for Guatemala. Going to be taken over by Patrick Ruiz Jurado. You know, we saw him last night. They definitely like to create set pieces and set the ball up for a volley for number 20 to take a shot. Let's see if the Mexico national team was able to go ahead and get to know that. Patrick Ruiz, the ball's going to be left there. William Arriaga is going to be shot, deflected, cleared away. Here comes the counterattack. We cover with Mexico. It's going to be lost there. It's going to be headed away by the goalkeeper. Cleared away. It's still going to be brought down by his chest. Here comes Mexico to carry something once again. To plant the shot. It goes over the crossbar just a little bit, and almost going to be a 2-0 for the Mexican national side as the Aztecas try to go ahead and get on top. Patrick Ruiz Jurado is going to go ahead and keep going. He cuts. Oh, what a great play by the Guatemalan side. Oh, what a clash shown by Guatemala and Argueta. Here's Patrick Risurado. He's going to cut inside. No, keep going. Going to put a ball in the middle. Deflected for a corner kick as Mexico's Luis Manuel Morales Solis able to go ahead and what seemed to me a deflection. The referee says nothing here, and it's going to be a goal kick for Granados. Very entertaining first couple of minutes. Nonetheless, regardless of Mexico getting the goal, a foul called against Wanderley. The Guatemalan side definitely not happy with that call. Regardless, it's going to be a free kick for the Mexican national side, who was able to go ahead and get in the back of the net previous to this one. Once again, folks, thank you so much for joining today's telecast from 11 Sports. My name is Jose Duran, bringing you all the live action of the 2018 PanAmerican Memorial Mini Football Federation Cup. Make sure to give me a follow on Twitter and Instagram at Jose Duran Sports. That's JoseDuran Sports. Mexico very dangerous here. It's going to be Edgar Gonzalez Diaz or Cristian Jimenez going to take the shot. Jimenez going to go ahead and strike it from there. What a save by Byron Francisco Orozco. Here comes Mexico once again. Is going to go even back further to goalkeeper Granados. Granados touches it in the middle, and then they go even to the farther side. Oh, what a great touch by Mexico. And we do even better slide from the Guatemalan defenders. And so far, Mexico, one of those teams that hasn't allowed as many goals as throughout the tournament, only allowing a total of 4 goals. 2 goals against Venezuela, Against the United States, they were able to go ahead and concede 2 goals as well. Argentina getting 1 goal and back, so it's a total of 5 goals conceded from Mexico so far this tournament. Here's Granados. He's going to go ahead and get able to control the ball, looking for a long ball for his teammate, and going to be defended very tightly by Guatemala. The referee says play on. The ball's going to be covered by Arriagada. What a place by Arriaga. He's going to fight Patrick Risurado. He puts it back in the middle. Still lost, and it could be a counterattack from Mexico. Here comes Luis Enrique Cristian Baez. Very well done by Arriaga. Here comes William. He's going to go strike it from there. William! What a strike by William Arriaga! But a better save by Granados, who says not today. Arriaga, what did they make the overlapping none? He does. He's going to strike it again. It's be off the defender. Back to William. He controls it with his right. He's going to try to turn around. He's going to get a defender on him, see what he does. Faces the goal. Keeps going with the right. He's going to strike it from there. Once again, the ball's going to be lost in the middle. Patrick Risurado trying to get the ball. Hits Iram Ruiz Mendez. And the referee is going to go ahead and stop the play here because we have Granados goalkeeper Mexico on the ground. But very well reaction from the Guatemalan side as they want to go ahead and try to get into this one with another goal and a tie. And if they're going to go ahead and get that going, it's going to be through the legs of William Alexander Banegas Arriaga, who was able to get a couple of shots at goal here, folks. Definitely getting the best of the goalkeeper Granados, but nonetheless on the ground. Earlier in the match today, folks, got the Brazil falling to Chile and penalty kicks 3-2. After Brazil was able to go ahead and get on top of Chile 1-0. Chile getting a literally, folks, last second stoppage time goal. Brazil took their foot off the gas for a second. Once you do that, it's going to cost you, and that's exactly what happened to the Brazilian side, who seemed to have control of the game in the last couple of minutes. Even I was saying throughout the telecast, folks, that Chile definitely is going to have to go into desperation mode, and I did not see that coming in the last couple of minutes. However, at mini football, once you see yourself in desperation mode, you're allowed to pull your goalkeeper out and put an extra player who serves as a player who can also go back and play goalie. He goes and puts a different color bib, but he is an extra player on the field, and that was able to make the difference for Chile. Great call by the head coach of the Chilean national team, putting that extra player out there, and that was the difference. That extra player allowed Chile to get 1 extra touch and have an open player on the far side. The shot was on goal, and was it a beautiful one, taking it into penalty kicks, and the rest is history as chi, le. It's going to be in the final tomorrow night. And they're going to face either head coach Aldo René Caballero Valladares side Guatemala or Luis Jaime Borrego's pupils of Mexico. In the game is Dean Humes Guman. The man of the Afro is going to go ahead and go to the far side to his goalkeeper, Brian Francisco Orozco. Is going to go ahead and give it away. battled, recovered by the Mexican national team side. It could be a counter. Here comes Mexico. He's going to go ahead and try to turn around. Didn't go ahead and get on the same page as his teammates. He heel kicks it, looking for Iran Mendez. The goal scorer, Edgar Gonzalez Diaz, trying to get fancy with the footwork. Nonetheless, it goes off a Guatemalan player for a throw-in. Throw-in, which might as well be good as a free kick. The ball's going to be played real short. Iran not able to do anything. Here comes the counterattack. Here comes Guatemala. Here comes Dean. The ball's going to be placed in the middle. It could be here for Guatemala. Back again to Dean. It's 1v3. Dean keep going. The shot's going to be deflected. Corner kick given over to the Guatemala side as Dean Humes Guzman able to get a shot. It goes just wide as Dean Norman Humes. The corner kick is going to be taken care of, however, by Miguel Gustavo Paez Garcia. Inside the box, we see Cristian de Leon. Dean Humes, the shot, possibly not the best option for the Guatemalan player. Regardless, it's going to be a goal kick for goalkeeper of the Mexico, Granados. 12 minutes gone by so far here in the first half. Mexico up in an early lead, 1-0 on top of Guatemala. No reaction so far from the Chapines as the Aztecas looking to go ahead and make their ticket into the final and face Chile tomorrow night. We'll have all the live action for you starting at 5 o'clock Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The third place game versus Brazil and one of these two teams, and the final between Chile and Mexico or Guatemala. That final will be taking place at 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 p.m. Pacific, as we see another error in the back from Guatemala side. Luckily enough for them, the ball goes just over the crossbar and nothing coming for the Mexico side. Foul on the near side by Dean Norms Humes Guzman. Played quickly and see what the Mexican players could go ahead and do here, as it's going to be a throw-in in favor of the Aztecas. Thank you so much, folks, for joining us today through this telecast on 11 Sports. Once again, I am Jose Duran, bringing you all the live action here in the 2018 PanAmerican Memorial Mini Football Federation Cup, as festivities are coming to an end rather quickly, I should say. As festivities end tomorrow, once the final whistle blows in the final, and see who ends up being the champions here in Guatemala. Throw-in for Mexico. Sellout crowd here in Estadio Cementos. Progresos, regardless of the rain, didn't keep these folks away from Estadio Cementos Progresos, and it could be a counterattack here for Guatemala. Real quickly trying to go ahead and try something, and they go here to the near side. They could try to be pushing and across the equator of the field. Are the Chapines. Ball put in the middle. Here's Dean Humes Guzman. He's going to go ahead and turn by Dean. Puts the brakes on it. Cuts inside. Cuts once again with the left. The shot off the defender. Once again, the rebound. Oh, takes a little too much time, does Luis Enrique Mexicano Valles. But Guatemala once again pressuring. It could be a counterattack. Here comes Mexico. 1v1. The shot! Just wide as David Gonzalez Cardenas able to get a right-footed strike that goes just wide over the right post of the goalkeeper. Nothing to do there. Here comes De Leon once again, trying to control it. However, very well pressured in the back by Raimundo Espinosa, El Capi, the captain. Cardenas controls with Granados controls with his right. He has Espinosa making the run on the far side if they want him. The Guatemala very well defended in the back. After that shaky couple of minutes of Guatemala, they were able to go ahead and control themselves and keep pace with this Mexican national team, as things have settled down here after a couple of 15 minutes gone by in the first half. Nonetheless, Mexico still on the lead. Oh, it could be a costly mistake by Granados. It's not going to be either. They're going to be a foul called on Granados. It should be a yellow card. It should be a yellow card, as Granados does get a yellow card. He loses the ball, and they break a breakaway, as goalkeeper Alfonso Giovanni Rodriguez Granados able to go ahead and get a yellow card. Possibly, it could have been a red card too, regardless. But there was still a couple of the players in the back, but nonetheless, a yellow card for Granados. And a free kick for Guatemala. Going to be taken care of by Lester Giovanni Gonzalez Castro. A lot of movement in the box. Referee blows the whistle, says, hey, not anymore. I don't want to see any of those tucking and pushing. Back on top of the ball, now Lester Giovanni Gonzalez Castro. On the near side, he has Luis Mexicanos Baez if he wants him. Espinosa giving him enough space if he decides to. The shot's going to be on goal, deflected onto the wall for a throw-in for Guatemala. Taking care of it is Luis Mexicano Baez. And he finds what's he going to do? He tried to go back to William. Didn't get on the same page, and the ball's going to be lost and recovered, however, by the Chapines. Lost in the middle. Here comes the Mexican national time. Back to Baez. He's going to go ahead and try to turn and keep pushing forward. Cuevas Baez. What a slide. Very well defended by the Guatemala side. But here's Cuevas Baez still again. Loses the ball up on the near side. Throw-in for the Chapines. William is going to go ahead and receive the ball here. Very well defended by Espinosa, who is also as big as William. Granado's calls off his player is going to fall into his feet. And he already made a mistake here. Don't want to go ahead and create the second one. 16 minutes gone by here in the second half so far. First half, I should say. Mexico on top of Guatemala 1-0. The Aztecas, if the score remains the same, will make a stamp into the semifinals. What a mistake here for the Mexican side. However, the Guatemalan side not able to capitalize on that. The ball's going to be lost up on the line. Fakes, log ball looking for Cuevas Baez. It's going to be headed up into the hands of Byron Francisco Orozco Dominguez. Break him the Guatemalan counterattack. William Arriaga going to go ahead and keep pushing down the line. Going to go ahead and try to get past one, and the referee says foul against Espinosa. William Alexander Vanegas Arriaga, the first time that we actually kind of see him yawing at the referee. Regardless, and it seems the time called for goalkeeper Granados as his shoes is untied. Reminder, folks, that first hour, Chile defeating Brazil in penalty kicks, making their way to as one of the finalists so far here at the 2018 PanAmerican Memorial Minifootball Federation Cup. Here comes the counterattack for Guatemala, trying to go ahead and get things going for them. But so far, that was Wanderly Ruiz Jurado. But so far, it seems like a very nervous Guatemalan side, as well as a very nervous Guatemalan crowd. Not happy with the call. We're the national team of Guatemala and their fans. Not so sure that was a foul. Regardless, that's the first time we see their fans get into the match as we hear them for the first time. But the Aztecas able to get the foul call in their favor as Cesar Alejandro Cerda Herrera on top of that one. (1-0) so far here from Mexico. About to end the first half in a couple of minutes, clearing the ball all the way for a goal kick. A push here from Edgar Diaz, the lone goal scorer here tonight. So far, we haven't seen that many goals in the semifinals. Only a pair of goals in regulation for Brazil and Chile. That ended 1-1 in regulation. What a well-defended. Oh, I'm not sure about that one. Wanderly Ruiz Jurado able to go ahead and commit a foul. It looks like they got the ball for, in my eyes. Regardless, the player, smartly enough, you know, if you're a soccer player too, you should know this. Smart enough, the player, as soon as you feel the contact, go on the ground. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter how you do it or what you do. As long as your team gets a call and you get a call in your favor, it's all fair game. Of course, not so much for the fair play, but in terms of getting a victory, I mean, it's all game, folks. On top of the ball, once again, is Cesar Alejandro Cerda Herrera. He's going to go ahead and go to the far side to Cuevas Baez. Baez going to go ahead and try to control the ball. It's going to be recovered by the Guatemalan side by William Arriaga. William going to keep on going, push the body, going to get passed by the defender. Keeps on going. The ball's going to say, play on, says the referee. William unhappy with the call there. However, I think it was a very clean defensive play by Mexico as they were both pulling and tucking under each other's shirts. The ball's going to be recovered by Wanderly Ruiz Jurado. It's going to be cleared away, and Herrera lost the ball again and recovered by Herrera. Throw in as Patrick Ruiz Jurado able to clear that one in for Mexico. Throw in. Both teams sort of not creating that much of offensive chances. The only chance Mexico got was that free kick shot that found its way into the back of the net. But so far for Guatemala, unable to get on anything going their way, not even any calls. And here's William Arriaga. It could be a counterattack. One man is down, and here comes Guatemalan side. They're going to go get a cut inside. He's going to shoot it from there. What a very well defensive slide. As Patrick Risurado, and the referee is going to blow a whistle to stop the time here. Not so sure if the referee is obviously the referee's allowed to go ahead and call it, but Guatemala wasn't going to go ahead and put the ball out of bounds as they were on a counterattack as well. But regardless, the referee says time, as it's going to be a dead ball back to Guatemala. But at the moment, we see a Mexican player on the ground. Once again, folks, thank you for joining our telecast of 11 Sports here. Semifinal number 2 between Mexico and Guatemala. I am Jose Duran, bringing you all the live action here. Make sure to give me a follow on Twitter and Instagram for all the behind the scenes on the trip of Guatemala, and as well as anything that has to do with mini football and Major Arena Soccer League as well. My name at Twitter as @Jose Duran and Instagram @Jose Duran. That is JOSEDURAN Sports. Jose Duran Sports, folks. As it looks like we're going to go ahead and get things going right away. And we see in the backside of one of the bleachers here, some of the Chile players staying behind, scouting exactly who it is that they're going to be playing tomorrow night. And as a matter of fact, on a foul called, a foul called against Cristian de Leon as he was holding one of the players from the back. Could have gone either way. These Guatemala fans getting restless, folks, on the calls from the ref, as we are nearing our way into almost halftime, folks, here in Estadio Cementos Progresos in Guatemala City, Guatemala. So far, a different Guatemala team that we've seen throughout the tournament. Not as aggressive as we've seen them throughout the 2018 PanAmerican Memorial Minifootball Federation Cup, but this all could change here if they get a counterattack going their way. Here comes Guatemala. Is going to be played on the far side, controlled very wonderfully by and cleared away by Espinosa. What is he going to do? He's going to clear all the way as he was using pressure by Cristian de Leon. The ball's going to be lost in the middle. It could be a counterattack for Mexico if they turn around and keep it doing it the right way. What a 1v1. Iran. It puts in the middle. Goal! Goal of Mexico! What a well-executed counterattack play for the Mexican national team as they're able to get their second one of the night. What a goal for Mexico as it's able to get Manuel Solis in the back of the net for his second goal tonight. First goal tonight. It's Mexico 2, Guatemala 0 as we're nearing into halftime, folks. Mexico looking like definitely they're the strongest side so far here tonight. Here's Guatemala, though, going to try to get something going. It's going to be cleared away defensively. Yet another throw in for Guatemala. Mexico 2-0 so far, folks. What Guatemala could do here. The ball's going to be played on the backside. They're going to take a shot. It goes on goal. But cleared. Here's Dean. The referee says foul. That's just going to be a foul against Dean Humes Guzman. Dean Humes Guzman was able to go ahead and get a foul called in his favor. He's going to go ahead and take a charge of this one tonight. And if the score remains the same way, folks, it's going to be Mexico versus Chile in the final tomorrow. Dean Humes is going to go ahead and strike it from there. Goes over the crossbar. Nothing the goalkeeper and I was needed to do there. As it's going to be a goal kick, taking care of Mexico, who are on top 2-0. Later rain beginning to fall here, sprinkling down on Estadio Cementos Progresos in Guatemala City, as it's Mexico 2-0. Here goes Guatemala. The foul's going to be called on their favor. Handball gesture by the referee. Free kick, dead ball. As we have already 25 minutes gone by here, folks. The rest is stoppage time. Going to be a throw in here. The ball gets lost on the far side. Throw in for Mexico. Going to be taken care of here by Marlon Escoto Moreno. Long ball here. Brought down by the chest. Iram. What a good play trying to look for his teammates. However, the defensive play by Guatemala even better. It's going to be controlled, battled in the corner, still battled, cleared away for a throw in as it's deflected off of a Mexico player, excuse me. Long throw in, cleared away here. A handball looked like for it, but nothing says the referee, Cristian De Leon's going to battle for it. A throw in for Guatemala. The referee's going to go ahead and. What exactly is going on? Not so sure what is the referee calling. Is going to be a yellow card here given to number 5, Ignacio Nacho Ricardo Mancilla Mendoza. Gets a yellow card. Not exactly sure what it was for. It must have been for talking to the ref. Exactly what he said, I'm not sure. But nonetheless, second man book for Mexico after Juan Jaime Granados, the goalkeeper, receiving a yellow card for cutting an offensive play as well. Here's Guatemala. Here's Dean Humes Guzman. He's going to go ahead and try to cut to his left. The referee says foul. As Dean able to go ahead and cut away, and they call a foul. That one, folks, I'm not so sure that one was a foul. But after you get the crowd behind you pleading for every single foul, you're going to go to fall for it. The ball's going to be picked quickly. Here comes Guatemala. It could be one from here. Very well defended by Espinosa. Very well defended as Espinosa able to put a body across there and clear it. So far, Mexico leading Guatemala 2-0 here, folks, as we are close to heading into halftime. A couple of minutes added as the referee goes ahead and blows the whistle. We are heading into the halftime. Mexico leading Guatemala 2-0. Goals scored by Luis Manuel Morales Solis and Edgar Gonzalez Diaz. We will be back with all the action in the second half coming up shortly. that. Welcome back, folks, to Estadio Cementos Progresos in Guatemala City. Guatemala currently losing 2-0 against a very strong Mexican national team side. Here live from Estadio Cementos Progresos. Wanderley Ruiz going to pack it back to his brother. He's going to cut to his left. He's going to take a shot from there. The rebound. Goal! Just cleared off the line was that shot. And Guatemala really almost getting in the back of the net as we start the second half here. Reminder of goal scorers from the Mexico national team side, folks. A header! And it goes into the goalkeeper's hands. Goal scored by number 9, Luis Manuel Morales Solis from Mexico, and number 20, Edgar Gonzalez Diaz. You know, at halftime, folks, we had the president of the Guatemala Minifootball team, Pablo Melgar, an ex-Guatemala 11 versus 11 soccer player who played for local teams here, but for the national team of Guatemala, giving them a pep talk, and that seems to have gotten this Guatemala side pumped up. Here's William. He's going to try to turn around the back for Patrick. Patrick Ruiz Jurado, the shot! It goes just wide by Patrick Ruiz Jurado, but the first 2 minutes here of play, Guatemala is knocking on the doors of the goalkeeper Granados of Mexico. They're trying to go ahead and get things going. It could be a contact 3v3 for Guatemala if they want it. They're going to go here all the way up in the wide to William. William's going to go ahead inside with his right, see what he does. Step to his left, cuts to his right, step to his left, cuts to his right, has 3 men on him, and cleared away, you know. And if you're William Alexander Vanegas Arriaga, you're not going to go ahead and get past 3 defenders that way. You need help from your teammates. That shot's going to be shot and deflected for a Guatemala throw-in. Quickly taken, and it's going to be played to the foot of Patrick Ruiz Jurado. He takes on 1, he takes on 2. The ball puts a little too forward, and it goes into the hands of Alfonso Giovanni Rodriguez, Granados of Mexico, who gives the ball away to Wanderley Jurado. He's going to go ahead and keep pushing forward. He gets the foul forward. The referee says no, nothing play on. Very well defended by Espinosa. He keeps on pushing forward. It's going to put a spot deflected off Espinosa and a throw-in for Guatemala. That was Cristian Ramon Gutierrez Jimenez. Ball quickly played here for Bayern Francisco Rosco. The Guatemalan side definitely showing like they're the side that is down 2-0 here, pushing numbers on top. The ball put forward here, and they find William Arriaga. 2 players on him quickly as soon as he gets the ball. That's exactly the way you should defend number 20, and they do so very well, perfectly. Thus, the Mexican national team side. The ball's going to be lost on the side. Throw-in for Guatemala. Once again, folks, thank you for joining us. Tonight's telecast through 11 Sports. Semifinal number 2. The shot goes just off a defender for a throw-in. At first hour, Chile defeated Brazil 3-2 in penalty kicks after getting a last-minute goal in regulation. Wanderley finds Patrick. The ball's going to be still lost and recovered by the Mexican national team side for a counterattack, and he can be, unless they gets a foul. Foul called against the Mexican national team side. Number 20, Edgar Gonzalez Diaz, one of the goal scorers. He gets a yellow. I'm not sure that was deserving of a yellow. It was mostly of the reaction from Wanderley Jurado, who gets the ball here. It could be from Guatemala if he goes to his left. He's going to go back to his right with a shot by William. Deflected for a corner kick. So one of the goal scorers, Edgar Gonzalez Diaz, gets in the books. Your 3rd Mexican player on the books tonight. Here's Patrick. The ball's going to be played all the way to the far side. Drop to his chest. He can shoot it from there. He does. It's deflected out of bounds for a throw-in. And the Guatemala side definitely showing that they want to get a goal back and make things interesting. 2 goals is definitely the worst score you could have Here, folks, William's going to control the ball, going to go ahead and try to turn around, give him no space whatsoever, 2 players on him. He goes even further back to Wanderley. He goes to his brother, Patrick Risurado. The ball's going to be lost in the line. The referee says play on. Now it's lost in the line. It's going to be a throw-in charge of Guatemala. Folks, remember to give me a follow on Twitter and Instagram at Jose Duran Sports. That's Jose Duran Sports, JOSEDURAN Sports, for all the action behind the scenes of the 2018 Memorial Mini Football Federation Cup. Here comes Mexico trying to go to the counter attack, but here's Wanderley. Wanderley is going to keep on going, pushing forward. Number for Guatemala. They have numbers pouring on the side. The shot cross, and is going to be very well defended in the back and sent up for a throw-in as Cristian Ramon Gutierrez Jimenez able to send the ball outside, and very well defended is the Mexican national team in the back, not letting anything doing for William Alexander Vanegas Arriaga so far. But here comes definitely Irving Francisco Coronado Granja, trying to keep on pushing forward, stolen the ball away from Mexico. He could shoot it from there if he wants to. The ball's going to be lost, and it could be a counterattack from the Guatemalan side. Here's William Arriaga. He has the overlapping run if he sees him. Yeah, Arriaga does it. He sees him running. The shot! What a great save by goalkeeper number 12, Alfonso Granados of Mexico. But Guatemala definitely showing once again why they're here. Get the shot once again by Patrick Risurado. It's going to be deflected for a goal kick, says the referee. One of them said corner. The other one said goal kick. It's going to be played. It's going to be lost. The shot. Oh, it's the crossbar. A bit of confusion in the back of part of the Mexico national team side as they weren't sure if it was going to be a goal kick or a corner. Very smartly, though, Guatemala, as they were victim of unfortunately exactly the same play where Venezuela got a goal on them last night the same way, already experienced in that, quickly played it, and unfortunately for them, it hits the back, it hits one of the posts, and nothing the goalkeeper could have done there, and it's just lost and covered to Granadas. However, it's going to be a free kick given for Mexico. High kick, high foot, says the referee, as the Mexican national team player, Cristian Gutierrez Jimenez, able to go ahead and commit a foul. Free kick for Guatemala. And if there was a time to get a goal, it is now, folks, in terms of having a set-piece play. It could be as good as getting Guatemala back into the game. 6 minutes gone by so far here in the first half. Second half, rather. Guatemala still down 2-0. See exactly what to do in a set-piece. William Arriaga is going to go ahead and open up to the left of Lester Gonzalez Castro. It's going to be fake. The shot by Castro. Saved by Granados, who's ever get a fingertip into it and send it to a corner kick. And here comes Guatemala. Played real quickly for Patrick Risurado. He's going to go ahead and look for William. William's going to receive the ball. It's still there. Patrick, still shot. It's still lost there. The referee says handball. Handball does hit the player. The Guatemalan player is asking for a yellow card. Regardless, it's going to be a free kick for Guatemala. Folks, I haven't stopped talking for the last couple of minutes as it's been a back-and-forth game here in the second half. Guatemala definitely showing why exactly they are here in the semifinal match, trying to get a ticket to go into the final tomorrow against Chile. Semifinal match, third match game will be tomorrow at 5 o'clock Pacific, 8 o'clock Eastern Standard. The final will be at 10 o'clock Eastern, 8 o'clock Pacific. The ball's going to be left for William. The shot! Goal! Goal! De Guatemala! Goal! Scored by William Alexander Vanegas Arriaga, the big man, number 20. Able to go ahead and get in the back of the net there. Finally breaking the Granados defense and himself in the back. It is Guatemala 1, Mexico 2, and they're coming for more, folks. Oh, what a shot and what a play from Guate. That's definitely waking up the hosts here. Guatemala able to get one back as William Alexander Vanegas Arriaga able to finally break that defense. So here comes the Mexican team national side once again. It could be a tie. The shot, oh, very well defended by Byron Francisco Orozco. Patrick Ruiz. He finds Wanderley. He tries to find to William once again, who goes to stop. He keeps going, cuts inside. He can shoot it from there. He takes it, leaves the player on the ground. He has Patrick on the side. The shot deflected, and it goes for a corner kick. Oh, what a break on the hips from William Alexander Vanegas Arriaga, who says, hey, do you want to go ahead and go for a dance? He goes this way, he goes that way. He leaves a Mexican player on the ground. It's going to be a corner kick for Guatemala as they are knocking on the doorsteps of goalkeeper Granados of Mexico. The ball's going to be stopped, however, as there is a Mexican player on the ground. As I'll finally be able to take a breather, folks. What a action jam-packed game we have so far here tonight. Live from Estadio Cementos, Progresos. My name is Jose Duran, bringing you all the live action so far here. What an exciting semifinal number 2 so far here between Mexico and Guatemala, who has the Aztecas currently up 2-1. And if the score remains the same, folks, we will be heading, well, actually, Mexico will be heading into the final match against Chile tomorrow, live through 11 Sports here at 7 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. As time still being wasted here, and a yellow card giving for time wasted to the player on the ground. I've never actually seen a yellow card given to an injured player that's out of the field. Not so sure exactly what happened there or if the player said anything at all. Regardless, it's going to be a shot from William. He fakes it. He leaves the player on the ground. Oh! Not so sure what happened. What happened? Goal! Goal! Golazo! Goal! De Guatemala! Goal scored by number 20, William Alexander Vanegas Arriaga. As it's 2-2. However, the referees are discussing in the middle of the field. Goal! Golazo! William Alexander Vanegas Arriaga able to get in the back of the net. 2-2 here. Oh, what a game so far. And like I mentioned, folks, at halftime, Vice President of the Minifootball Federation of Guatemala, Pablo Mergar, gave them a pep talk that had all the players going, vamos, 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 Guate. What an action jam-pack we've had so far here tonight, folks. Guatemala 2, Mexico 2, and Guatemala coming for more. They're saying it's going to be deflected, however, it's going to be lost for a goal kick. What a game, folks. What a game from the first one we had between Chile and Brazil. Very beautiful play. The excitement came in the last seconds. This one, the excitement hasn't stopped all the second half, and here comes Guatemala for more. Ooh! It looked like the Mexican player was able to go ahead and leave his foot there, but the referee says play on. Byron Francisco quickly played, and now Guatemala is definitely the better side here in the second half. Mexico with no response whatsoever, and Guatemala fired up, not only their fans, but also their players, as William Alexander Vanegas Arriaga able to get Mexico back into this game. 2-2, and it could be 3 here. Ooh. Cristian de Leon almost cautioning a mistake in the back, but the goalkeeper Granado says not tonight. He has the ball. He's going to go ahead and keep pushing forward. Nobody goes and pressure him. The only player close to him is De Leon of Guatemala. However, it's going to be played back. And this is the first time that we see actually Mexico have possession of the ball so far in the second half, as it's been all Guatemala. 2-2, folks. Very exciting semifinal match between these two teams, Los Chapines and Los Aztecas, as we have 13 minutes gone by here in the second half so far. Guatemala 2, Mexico 2. Long ball here looking for William. The ball's going to be off of the Guatemala player. Oh, I say off a Mexican player. You know, Iram Ruiz Mendez arguing that call. I should say I don't agree with it either. I saw it clear to go off a Guatemalan player. Regardless, it's going to be a throw-in for Guatemala. Byron Francisco goes to the far side, and let's see exactly what the Chapines could do here. Back to Byron Francisco, going to go ahead and clear it away, and out of bounds to no one, as he needed to go ahead and get that one out. Goal scorer for the Mexican side, folks, Luis Manuel Morales Solis and Edgar Gonzalez Diaz for Guatemala. A double for William Alexander Vanegas Arriaga, their best player up top. But so far, it's been all Guatemala as they were able to go ahead and get that tie again. Putting pressure up top. Granado's able to control it. See exactly what they do as they come out pushing. Is Guatemala. Guatemala very well defended in the back as well. And see if Mexico go ahead and get a reaction. All they need is one goal, folks. Here comes Cuevas Baez almost put his teammate through clearly. As it's still locked at 2-2 here, live from Estadio Cementos, Progresos in Guatemala City, Guatemala, Mexico 2, Guatemala 2, and it's anybody's game now, folks. Long ball here is going to be lost and fall into the hands of Byron Francisco Orozco. Quick ball looking for Cristian de Leon. It's going to be lost and for a corner kick for Guatemala. Once again, folks, thank you so much for joining what is a very exciting game here from 11 Sports. I am Jose Duran bringing you all the live action. Here's Dean Humes Guzman. He's going to go ahead and cut to his left foot. Shot! It goes over the crossbar, and the referee says, go kick. However, Guatemala looking and wanting to go ahead, get things going even further more for their team and take them into what would be a historic final for them. You know, regardless of what's going on here in the soccer, we know the Guatemalan community has suffered a tragedy, and our hearts and well wishes go with all those affected in the Fuego volcano. But this, folks, having Guatemala get into the final will be just icing on the cake for a community that has been wanting to celebrate something so bad here in Guatemala. However, it's going to be a free kick for Mexico dangerously as they were able to go ahead and get in the back of the net earlier through one of these set pieces. See how many players Brian Francisco Orozco puts on the wall. Two of them. It's going to be De Leon and Dean Humes Norman Guzman, the Afro, number 6. Let's see if he goes on goal. He does! And what a save! What a save by Byron Francisco Orozco, and if it's not for the number 1 of Guatemala, it will be Mexico 3, Guatemala 2. However, it was an amazing save by Byron Francisco Orozco. Corner kick for Mexico. The Guatemalan players need to be on their heels. It's going to be played on short. It's going to be lost here. Cuevas Baez is going to shoot, deflected, and sent for another corner kick. 17 minutes so far gone by here in the second half. About 8 minutes left here. It's anybody's game. I would say next team who gets a goal could almost definitely get themselves in the final. As it's going to be a throw-in for the Mexican national team side, taken care of by Marlon Brandon Escoto Moreno. Folks, remember to give me a follow on Instagram at Jose Duran Sports. That's JOSEDURAN Sports for all of the behind the scenes and anything you need to know for the Pan American Games. Long throw, and the referee says no foul. Get up and play. They're still arguing. Let's see if they're telling him not anymore. He keeps talking, and the referee's going to give him yellow. Yellow card showed here for the Mexican player for too much talking, he says. Edgar Diaz. Edgar Diaz gets the yellow, and he gets the red. That's a red card. Oh, what a mistake. What a mistake here for the Mexican player for talking too much. He gets a second yellow card. That's a red. He's going to leave Mexico with man down here. They keep arguing. The referee says, nah. As number 20 for Mexico gets 2 yellow cards, it's going to be a red card for the goal scorer, Edgar Gonzalez Diaz. I'm not sure what he told the ref exactly, but he was yelling at him. And the referee says, you done it once, you done it twice, you done it 3 times. Here's your yellow. However, even the referees weren't aware that that was the second yellow. I had him marked down here as that was the second yellow, and gets a red card. Oh, what a turn of events here for for Guatemala as they're going to go ahead and get an extra player on the pitch. Crucial timing, folks, as Guatemala was able to get a tie here and see if they could go ahead and get something going with about 5 minutes left here in the half. Here's Guatemala. Oh, trying to go ahead and get the touches going. Not so well there. Red card, however, shown once again, folks. Reminder to Edgar Gonzalez Diaz, one of the goal scorers for Mexico. He will miss the next final if Mexico does make it against Chile. Oh, Mexico! Goal! Goal! Mexico! Iram Bijani Ruiz Mendez able to execute a very well play from the back for the Mexican side. And with a man down, Mexico able to get on top of the scoreboard. It is now Mexico 3, Guatemala 2. About 5 minutes left here, plus whatever the referee gives an extra stoppage time. The ball's going to play it all the way in the back. Here's Wanderlei Ruiz Jurado. Goes to the far side. Guatemala needs to go ahead and wake up and do something here. It has to be now. Deflected out of bounds for a throw-in. The Mexican national team bench, it is hot, ladies and gentlemen. They're yelling and yawing at every single play here now. Moving forward. However, here comes Guatemala. They go to the far side with Patrick Ruiz Jurado. Again, Mexico playing with the last player here. You see Guatemala able to go ahead and take advantage of that. They're going to go ahead and touch it all the way back to the Leon. Shot. Wanderlei stops. Goes even back. Here's Castro. Back to Wanderlei Ruiz Jurado. Back to Castro. The ball's going to be recovered by Espinosa. Here comes the counterattack for the Mexican national team side. They could go ahead and do it if they would. It's going to go way too far out. And it's going to be a throw-in for Guatemala. Quickly taken in by Wanderlei. About less than 5 minutes left to play here in the second half. Mexico, if the score remains, will be taking on Chile in the next match. The shot. Ooh! What a great play here set up for Guatemala. However, the ball goes over the cross line up for a goal kick. It's going to be don't leave, folks. Tune in. Stay tuned. This is going to be a very exciting final couple of minutes here in mini football as time has been called for the, once again, goalkeeper Granados of Mexico to tie their feet. Mexico showing exactly why they're the #2 best team in the world of mini football as they finished second place last year in the World Cup in Tunisia and now looking to go ahead and make their way into the final and take on Chile tomorrow night. Reminder, folks, that final will be tomorrow night, Chile versus either Mexico or Guatemala, starting at 7 o'clock p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, live here through 11 Sports Network. But before that, tune us for a third place match at 5 o'clock Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Third place match between Brazil and either Chile or Guatemala, whoever ends up losing here tonight. Wanderlei is going to go ahead and toss it to the opposite side. Here's Castro is going to take a shot from there, looking for someone. It's going to be deflected and into the hands of Granados. See if they hurry him up now as he's time wasted. It's going to be covered by Wanderlei. It could be a counterattack here for Guatemala if they want it. 3v3. Here back to Castro. Castro finds, what a horrible pass. Get to Patrick Ruiz Jurado. Not the very best of passes. However, it's going to fall down to one of the Guatemalan players. See if he goes with his right. Back to Patrick. Patrick Ruiz Jurado able to get a shot deflected and go for a corner. It's going to be a half a bicycle kick, and it's going to be recovered once again by Guatemala. Remember, folks, a couple of 3 minutes left here, plus what the referee gives away. Now Wanderlei, he's going to fake a shot. Not the best options. Back to his brother, Patrick, the shot. The shot loses its way in for a goal kick. As so far, it is 3-2 in favor of Mexico national team, folks. About 2 minutes left, plus whatever is left of stoppage time here, as it's about to be the end of the match, and Mexico is going to go ahead and look like they'll be on top victorious, unless Guatemala is able to go ahead and do anything here. Going to go ahead and put the ball forward. The shot! Goal! 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 Guatemala scored by number 2, Irving Francisco Coronado Granja. Able to tuck it in the corner. And with about 2 minutes left here, folks, it is Guatemala 3, Mexico 3. And no kite winner yet so far here, folks. Here comes the Mexican side. What a great play by Dean Norms Guzman, as now they are back in full force. Remember, folks, in mini football, a red card doesn't mean exactly you lose a player completely for the whole game. You lose them for 5 minutes, and that's been the 5 minutes so far here tonight already. The ball looking for Cuevas Baez. It's going to be way too long. Up for a goal kick for Guatemala. Now they're back in full force. Now it's 6 versus 6. And let's see what Guatemala could do as the referee is hurrying up by Don Francisco Rosco, who definitely wants to go ahead and take the time. It's full time now, much a stoppage. Whatever the referee wants to go ahead and add on here. But this is extra time being on with the injuries as well as the goalkeeper tying his shoes. And let's see what the Mexican national team side could do here. It'll be a devastating for Guatemala. If they see a counterattack, here comes Dean. Oh, now could be a counterattack for Mexico. It's a very dangerous 2v2. The shot! Ooh! The shot goes just wide. Up for a goal kick, and here is Wanderly Jurado. He goes to his brother Patrick. What an exciting last couple of minutes of game here. Now William Arriaga. See what he does. He cuts inside. He takes on 2. He can't take on 3, and the referee says foul against Cuevas Baez of Mexico. Up against the Guatemala crowd on that side is the ref all night long. Live from Estadio Cementos Progresos, folks. What an exciting semifinal match number 2 between Mexico and Guatemala, having to score 3-3, and we're about to end regulation, as it could be the last play of the game here, folks, for Espinosa and the Mexican national team side. Let's see if they go ahead and get a goal back. The header's going to be lost there. It's going to be just to his chest. The bicycle kick. Corner kick, says the referee. It took a deflection. It's going to be a corner kick for the Mexican national team side. The Guatemalan players definitely have to be on their heels here if they want to go ahead and take this into extra time. And let's see exactly what happens here. Corner kick for the Mexican national team. It's going to be played all the way to the far side to who? The shot! It goes over the crossbar for a goal kick. Oh, folks. What an exciting match. I have not stopped since the second half started. Exciting stuff here as they're waiting for the ball to go ahead and make its way here into play. They can't find a single one to give them. Now they do. Regardless of that, it seems like the game's going to go ahead and end in a tie 3-3 unless Guatemala could go ahead and do anything about that as they give it away, folks. Throw in for Los Chapines as it's well over the 25 minutes and stoppage time as well. They're looking at time, how much is left. The ball's going to be paid to Granado's feet. See the referees when exactly they'll call time. Nonetheless, the players keep playing. Here comes Mexico. The ball's going to be played here from the far side, trying to get it through, and it's going to be Wanderly. Wanderly Ruiz Jurado is going to look for William Arriaga. Can't get there. However, Wanderly gets the ball back. Back lost. Recovered by William. Wanderly gets it. Steps on it. Tries to turn. Can't do it. Hume's going to take a shot from there. He's going to do it. He's going to cut. He's going to do it. Going to cut. Got Wanderly the shot. Ooh. The shot goes just wide by a tiny little hair. However, it's deflected. Ding. Goal! 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 Golazo! Goal! De Guatemala! Goal! Sing it, scream it, yell it at the top of your lungs. Guatemala 4, Mexico 3. Goal scored by number 6, Ding Norman Humes Guzman. The Mexican national side angry and furious at the refs. Not exactly sure why. Might be because of the stoppage time added on here. But with the time being 25 minutes already and in stoppage time, it is Mexico 4, Guatemala 3. And if this stays the same, folks, Guatemala is in the final. Oh my goodness. What a turn of events here. We hear the chants here by the Guatemalan side. Screaming, Guate, 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 Guate. As Guatemala, for now and only now, are on their way into the final tomorrow night against Chile, ladies and gentlemen. What a turn of events, folks. World Mini Football, ladies and gentlemen. Some of the coaches still yawing over there with the ref. Not exactly what is going on. Time is being wasted. Now here's the extra play for Mexico. All the players for Guatemala are going to be back now. A lot more time being wasted after the goal. Dean on top of the player. He's going to go all the way back. Dean's going to steal it. The ball's going to be lost. Goal! 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 Guatemala in the final. Guatemala in the final. Guatemala in the final. Guatemala is in the final. Oh, what an amazing turn of events here, ladies and gentlemen. Guatemala, it's going to be in the final of the 2018 PanAmerican Memorial Cup, folks. I've lost my voice. I've lost my train of thought. I don't know what's going on, but I love it. The shot goes over the crossbar. Off for a goal kick. Extra time being given here. It should be over. However, oh, folks, what a game tonight. What a game we had in semifinal 1 to end it. What a turn of events. Guatemala 5, Mexico 3. Guatemala's in the final. Amazing, ladies and gentlemen, of a community of people that have been struggling. And a goal! Goal! That's it. As the referee blows the whistle. That's it, folks. Game over. We are heading into the final tomorrow. It is going to be Guatemala versus Chile. As we hear exciting things here, everybody coming up to the ref. What a game, folks. Guatemala's in the finals. Incredible. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is match set. Everything's over. Guatemala's in the final. They're going to go ahead and take on Chile tomorrow. Take two tomorrow. Pacific 8. It's Brazil versus Mexico for the third place match. Chile versus the host, Guatemala, in the final tomorrow, 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 o'clock Pacific, live here on 11 Sports Network. For all the production team here in Guatemala, for the production team back in the United States, I am Jose Duran. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you tomorrow night. The final, Guatemala 5, Mexico 3.